So I'm Amy with Friends of St. Clair River, and today we're going to go through what is in your watershed exploration kit. So you have an orange string bag with our logo on one side and our cool Mission Wet Watershed Exploration Team title on the other side. And in your kit, everything is contained in this one box. So let's go through what's in the box. So the first thing you're going to find in your box is your guide. And your guide is going to give you all the instructions you need to do the activities in the kit. So we have our guide for biological monitoring, which is looking at the things that are alive in the water, like the bugs. And then you'll have your directions for doing the chemical test. So we're going to look at some of the different chemicals that are in the water. Also in this guide, you're going to find your ID sheets for when you start to find your bugs, you'll be able to identify them. And then at the very end, there is a data sheet where you're going to enter all your data. And once you've entered the data, you're going to send us a picture of this so that we can record it. So that is your program guide that's in there. When you take the lid off of your kit, your lid becomes your tray. So now whenever I refer to your tray is the lid to your box. So you have your tray, you have your net for scooping. Now the most important thing to remember about this net is that we're not trying to catch fish and we're not trying to catch tadpoles. We're going to use the net to try and scoop the stuff off the bottom of the stream or the pond, and we'll talk about what that stuff is called in just a minute. So we have your net, you have 2 pairs of tweezers, and these are to help pull the little bugs out of your sample once you find them. You have 2 pipettes. So these pipettes are to help suck up the smaller things. A tip, if you want to, once these are yours, if you want to cut the end off of one of these to give yourself a little bit wider tube to suck bigger things up with, you can do that with just a pair of scissors. Just chop the end off one of them. You also are going to get a magnifying glass to help you get a better look at what you find. The ice cube tray is to help you sort the things that you find. And then you're also going to get a squeeze bottle, and you can use the squeeze bottle to fill your ice cube tray and also to rinse on your tray when you're looking for sample or for macroinvertebrates in your sample. And then the last things that are in here are the things that you need for doing your chemical tests. So you have 3 plastic test tubes with screw top lids, and these test tubes have measurement markers on the side of them so that you know how much water to put in them, and that's in the directions. You also have your 3 different test tabs that are marked on the back for what they're for. So they say phosphorus, nitrate, or pH on the back of them, so you know you're using the right one. And then this piece of aluminum foil is part of the nitrate test, and it'll be in the directions, but when you're doing the nitrate test, you're gonna wrap the whole test tube in the tin foil because the UV light will make it react too quickly. If you take your water samples and do them inside, you do not need to use the tin foil.